Yeah, Chibi, we're on the case. Let's go. Okay, so we were going to go take a break because it was a lot. But they were like,
One of you likes such sour stuff.
we gotta go, take a break. And so Chibi and Aglaya are gonna go take a break. They also said that was it for the day, so this is the next day, I believe. Or in this case, the next video for you guys.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this?
I mean, yeah, it's the sauna, right?
There's strength in numbers. Is someone injured over there?
I'm with you. What's going on?
What happened here?
Clearly she passed out, right?
Watch out! Watch out! For the Kremnon!
Sounds like she's
Kremnon?
drunk.
This is their doing?
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first.
It's crazy.
Excuse me, coming through.
Oh, best girl.
Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
So pretty design.
The Twilight Courtyard is involved? What in the world happened here?
She and Robin are forever on my
Actually just
team.
came to relax.
All my slots are
But
getting
as soon
permanently
as
filled. I
got
can't help
here,
it.
I saw all these people lying on the ground. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just spent too much time in the hot water.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the Bobs?
Yes, Aglaya. Bring out your inner Karen.
He disappeared,
Oh,
and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this. Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
She wants the manager. That's what
Let
she
these
wants.
people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close. I heard it's the Kremnoan.
Oh, this many people? Who in the...
This is all you can do, huh?
What? Oh, he lost it, right? Oh.
Snowy! Even Snowy!
Yeah, he probably lost it.
Culprit.
It's one of Zacharias's. No, I don't
The
know.
culprit is Mihoyo.
Oh, because he heated up everything. How dumb.
Dee, what did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
It's like, how hard can he make it
Duel?
before they pass
As
out?
I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart.
Yeah, okay.
Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
The sauna competition, right? How's your recovery coming along? None of this sound right.
No. Forget it. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step outside? What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
Ugh. Ugh.
I didn't
Mighty.
forget.
Mighty, this is not nice.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, oh so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
What? No. Look at him. Does he look like he reads poetry? Yeah, I highly doubt it.
Kremnoans steer clear of such
Yeah,
weak
see?
literature.
Weak literature. He's
But
talking
my
about.
library
like,
doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines
This
express
guy.
the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akuma is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikus.
Wow. Do you though?
There's no point
Sir.
in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot.
Wow.
But it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine.
Yeah.
My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for millennia?
Yeah, that's the whole point of his existence, is it not? He doesn't want to do it the way that.
Still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos. Let's recommence our previous competition.
Yeah, the sauna, right?
This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer.
You know, isn't this really a stereotypical type
What?
challenge?
Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language.
How many things do exist
I
in
just
the
find
Kremlin
the
language?
situation absurd. That's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths?
This guy, I don't believe
I'll have
anything
to
that he's
teach you
saying.
Some royal etiquette today.
Why do I feel like he's lying?
And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle commences!
Obviously, right? Obviously, that's the only choice.
Unparalleled resolve. The two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam.
Wow.
Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens, shrouding the sky and the sun. The spectacle is so magnificent that none dare gaze upon it directly.
Sure.
Since we can't see what's happening in the competition, why don't I regale you with a tale of kings to pass the time? Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran?
See, this is what happens. We get to like a part of the story that's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy that happened. And then they're like the next day, and then they do all this. And I feel like sometimes
An oryx stood as its
there's no
formidable
purpose of
rival.
it in the story. I guess to make him feel better, but like to me, it doesn't feel like it's very useful.
The two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the oryx as its food, while the oryx perceived the lion as a scornful, oppressive, and challenging barrier that it swore to topple with its antlers. For
For tens of thousands of years, without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry.
I don't think I care about any of this though, really.
Fixated on its
I
rival's
don't think.
fleeing form in the chase. It set its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape.
I don't understand what's going on.
On the land of Amphoreus, some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and yet others are fated to perish under the blistering sun at noon. And at last, the most scorching moment
Wow.
of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived!
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...
Do whatever you want.
Oh, please, forgive my presumptuousness,
This
my
is
lords.
totally worth the amount of time they patched in. Yep, they're that stupid.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place.
He just lost a trial and you're beating up on him even more. What a supportive friend, right?
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
Mm-hmm.
We will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
This isn't fair. You are wearing way less than I am.
Is this the latest trend now? Getting into the baths while dressed in full armor?
Also, isn't he like undying? Like his body is
It
undying,
was he
so
who
like
challenged me. There is no
How would
word
he
for
lose?
flee in the Kremnoan language.
there's no word for anything in the Kremnoan language. Is there even the word Kremnoan in the
well.
Kremnoan language?
Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it's time to get moving. Alas, the flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Well, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmoreal Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
It's his little sparkles in her eyes.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Of course, they're like, let's go to the one meant for the warriors.
Let me check. The water temperature feels just perfect.
Please don't fan service me. Please
How's
don't.
the
I don't
feeling
need
of
it.
having the
It's in every
entire
other
bath to
game.
yourselves?
Try to be above that, HSR. No, actually, no, this isn't so bad. This is actually sort of adorable because they're all dressed nicely. I expected worse. Congratulations, HSR. I'm proud of you.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Yanis.
Oh,
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Yep. Bright girl.
I'm all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons, we inherited Yanis's divinity and gained the power of passage. And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akuma during the battle against Nikador,
Well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Newsporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Lady Treeby!
Here we
What's
go.
wrong?
Something's off.
Of course, right?
Feeling again. Is it Trian?
Yep. Tran just used the. Yep.
No, it's not Trian this time. It's Trinan. Trinan is a danger.
What is going on? Like, seriously, this is.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know.
Haikas.
What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasized the completely wrong syllable.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
So, like me in Japanese.
You can write?
Ooh, rude. He's like so mad.
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
No, he has one. Just a little
That was in
calculated.
jest.
Right?
I understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home.
Worry about yourself first, Deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams and in
And in?
And in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes. I saw it all. Aedes Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin. Lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky. Just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword.
Are we
Carried
sure
an
that's not
ominous aura.
Cyrene then? Because I thought that's who it was.
I fought it in the trial.
But if you saw it killed
But even
her,
though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't
bro, we
defeat
couldn't
it.
defeat it either. We got pushed back.
You were blinded by hatred and almost lost yourself in that trial.
No, Mighty, like he was a tough guy.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mighty Mouse.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
Right.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... my old comrade. Hephaestion. Perdiccas. Ionius. Ptolemy. And Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these five have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphoreus smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these five. And their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go.
Of course.
He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the second month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Mightymouse, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yep.
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the
Jeez.
face of
Like,
death.
what a crazy...
But they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. And they cut his legs off. He vanished into the mire of a foreign land. His body never to be recovered.
This is perfect. Mighty Mos, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the Nether Realm.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city.
Man, it's always so dark. It gets like so... Ugh.
Ptolemy and his cavalry
Right.
met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
Mighty Mos, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphoreus' entire history.
Then, it was Pacesta. You lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time.
Golly, that's so crazy.
Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
Mighty Mos, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father.
God, what kind of horrible luck does this guy have?
He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan dying on a sick bed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend. Spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
Mighty Mos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status. Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
My father threw me into the sea of souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head.
Ouch.
Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there. Against the dissent of many, Krateros included, I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikodor, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I have never been crowned. And those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' people seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Krateros?
Dee, we've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Tribby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trina! She got abducted by Krateros!
Oh, great. Ziggy, why?
Krateros! What's going on?
Ziggy?
Mighty Mos.
No!
It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force, and forced her to bring him to the Vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of
Wow.
Fury, and naturally failed.
But he left her in there, I bet.
Is she telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife.
Man, I miss
Then
hearing
they
Richard
will
in
lead
games.
our people home.
It's nice to hear his
Age
voice.
has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Krateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos
Wow.
has seem like child's play to you?
Apparently.
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the Flame Chase journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Krateros. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? Their people massacring each other. Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the Vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone.
Wow.
Krateros, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities.
Ooh.
Lord Krateros did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future. Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Krateros. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations were harsh, but justified. We wish to earn your trust, and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? He has somehow made a connection with Orynyx and can completely replicate scenes from the past.
That's my job.
We will ask for his aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Krateros.
Wow, we get to see everything.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher, why did you do this?
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos. Just as you did back then.
Ouch.
A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Acheron.
Oh no, it's the Europon. Ziggy.
Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior.
Krateros, Ziggy told us about the Europon.
I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor! Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Mighty Mos. I'm here to finish you, Father.
It is you, the beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Dude, no, you did. Crazy.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, Father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Hyakis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. And now, fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself.
No, he's not gonna do that. He doesn't want to do that. He's like, sorry.
Become
Nope.
the new rightful king of Kremnos.
He's gonna refuse.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. There's only one end for the kings of Kremnos. Then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
That's what they keep saying, right?
Kratos. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman, how have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
Oh, the signet.
What's this?
A signet ring for the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you? Ask now.
Fate I've always denied has finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions in song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
Smart man.
Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past.
See, I didn't like
1,000
him,
years.
but now I like him. I didn't like him when I first met him,
Start wars,
but this
become prosperous.
Mighty is pretty cool. The one thinking
Decline.
about the future for these people.
How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? I accept that fate and become the totem of strife that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes. Then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
Mama, I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship, and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together.
This is so sad knowing what she's going through right now and being like, yeah, okay, you know?
The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Yanis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphoreus.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very tall.
Great.
The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very
Black Tide
tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphoreus, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden.
I really... that's a
the
lot.
divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Rough.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
There's tons of questions that come from children, right? You're not prepared to answer.
To guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the god of passages, yeah?
Yeah.
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
Oh, that's what she got the idea for all the different,
But they'll certainly be just as smart
that's
and
what she got the
kind as
idea.
you.
Mama?
Oh no, let's not do this. Let's not go through your family trauma.
Dreaming?
Chibi, are you dreaming? I don't think so.
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
Because you and her are the same person.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Well, let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure you remember where everyone is hiding.
Sparkle flashbacks.
The voice sounds so far away.
Sparkle flashbacks.
I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Oh boy.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember. Use the spindle to connect everyone.
Oh boy, clown music. Not really. Okay, let's see. Doll.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it. Who could that be?
Let me think. I know! She's Trivy! I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all. Is this a dream or something that happened in the past?
There are 3 dolls. That's who the 3 are. Wow.
There's strength in numbers! It's packed full. Mama must have left all of these for me. All the words are blurred out. Could it be that my memory is fading? Bad chest! You can't lock me away! Huh? Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword. Why?
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
I can learn how to fight too! And
No,
protect
this makes me
everybody.
nervous. All this makes me nervous. Immensely
Silly
nervous.
girl, you're Yanisopolis' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
Alright. Then where will they come from?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
In that case, let Trianne fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trianne back then? Was it just a coincidence? Or...
Nope, no coincidence. I'm pretty sure she named them all.
learning can change your destiny.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright! Even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best!
Circe also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too! Oh, wait. I'm super duper smart. So I want to be the teacher's teacher!
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
This is so crazy that this is the story of what's gonna happen, right?
Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher. Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Come, let's line them up. Now, Treebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Treeby. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today?
Wow.
Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on. It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
I don't remember.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephale, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Oh yes, please.
Trauma. Trauma?
In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like face. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude.
Oh god, this is horrible!
The spirit, lonely and subdued.
Jesus, nightmare fuel.
And subdued, and subdued, 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 subdued.
That's all of hers.
Only one person can.
I know! It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trivius. Time is running out.
I can't. This is so sad and it's creepy. And
Are you going to leave me?
so should be the only one that's gonna leave?
I will never leave you. But remember this, Trevios. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphoreus. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
Are we still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pierce through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now.
Wow, dark.
Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the Flame Chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We have already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
What? Where did that come from?
After all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
That's so funny.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow,
So there's a
Aggie.
sacrifice for every single person who's inherited something. One is time, hers is human emotion, so each have to sacrifice something.
Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away, even the image of Mama. Just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be willing to help us.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akuma stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
No, that's what happened with the fight. Oh my gosh.
The god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphoreus?
It's possible.
Stellaron, baby.
Much like the Black Tide, no?
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Tribi. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Dude, we gotcha.
Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
Whoa, whoa.
What's wrong, Trian?
Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the Grove. Monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget.
Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian?
Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never coming back.
We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue.
Sorry. Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again?
To show him the past.
For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecy's past to everyone.
That's a
First,
big ask.
we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone, without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, Orynyx, for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the lucid hour tomorrow.
Oh, yes! Trian remembers now.
Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it.
All good
I
reasons.
See. It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
Yep.
But
oh no, don't say that!
depends
You're the
on
3
whether
birds!
Orynyx
Oh my
is
god, we're the
willing to
stone.
help us.
Please don't say that.
Could be a problem. After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin. We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way. In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute. In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple, untouched by Nikador's soldiers. I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
Let's wait. A day of peaceful repose.
There's strength in numbers!
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? Oh, it's an illusion. Wow, this room is huge. Trinin, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that
Yep.
a warning from Oryx?
Same thing happened whenever we did that, remember?
What
The last time?
about? Treeby? Trinin?
About Oryx.
Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication.
Rip.
Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
It appeared again. Right here. I summon thee, Oryx. Stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared. Wait, we should read it first.
For many years, Yanisopoulos has relied on rose myrtle to obtain boon of the gods. He spent 5 or 6 years digging out the roots, cutting back its branches, and now the red tree is on the verge of collapse and has long since ceased to serve its purpose. Yet it still seeks to spread out its canopy and eclipse Yanisopoulos from the glorious rays. You have a secret plan to fell this tree. Okay, we're gonna kill it. Oh, goodness.
Wait, this is
Yep.
a letter?
Wow.
It mentions something about Saffron and Treebios.
Wild.
Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be our lost memories? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Oryx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Oryx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
That's creepy.
Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Treeby! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look. But Trian...
The saffron.
Nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Treeby, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet?
This is Joshua Seth.
What do you mean?
I think something really bad happened to Orynyx.
Might just
Thanks for
be
checking
an
out
illusion.
Watte TV.
But Trinan
And remember,
wonders,
as long as people,
is Orynyx
the universe
really
desires
putting us
it,
through a trial?
we will continue to exist.
You know, hi, welcome in. 43 months. Man, almost 4 years. 4 years! As old as these children are here. Not really, they're probably older. I don't know how old they are. They regress, they go backward in age.
Still no luck finding any safari.
Saffron.
I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Orynyx.
Yeah.
At least they didn't toss us out straight away.
Yeah, Orynyx is probably dead. Same company, so very possible. Oh no, not this shit again. Not this. This is not cool, Trian. This is like all the dead versions of you.
So many of us now.
Yeah. No, let's not do this from earlier, please. I'm not into this. Oh, Of course the Black Tide made it here. Of course.
It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this?
Fantastic. You should have seen the cutscenes earlier. Oh my gosh. Well, here we go. Black Tide battle, I'm sure.
What's going on? Orynyx disappeared?
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting?
If he
for
knew
core
that,
flames
why
everywhere?
didn't we try to go protect the other core flame? If he knew
This
that.
is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets.
Great, so
Let's
we've already
start with
lost
the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade
the one
can
from earlier.
interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesized that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akuma soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's
No,
core
because there's
flames.
still other core flames he has to take, hence Orynyx.
Not necessarily.
Right?
Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me.
Yeah.
The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen.
No correction, they
And
already
the
did
third
fall.
is Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akuma won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
We don't know where Thanatos is. No one knows where Thanatos
The
is.
whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, Can you fly?
Yeah,
No,
no one
I
can't. Because they can't get
Why are
to
you
it because
asking
it's in the sky.
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Nope.
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Chibi is missing. The last time the 3 of them were seen was in the Abyss of Fate.
Oryx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or...
They are in hella danger.
Treeby, we should leave.
Yep.
This temple has other people in it.
You can call those people.
Huh. Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us.
It's even worse because you know they're displaced because they're not voicing the lines. So you have a feeling that they're going through some personal issues, which is why they can't, you know what I mean, voice them. Like there's some reason that they aren't in a place where they can voice those lines.
So familiar.
Or the studios are burned. You know, I don't know, unfortunately, but there's obviously a reason, right? Ah, no! I knew it. Jesus. Come on. She's gonna have to use the freaking gate, isn't she?
See you tomorrow. Where am I? Little Gray, Snowy, and
Mihoyo Shoujo?
wait, where's Trianne? Is she back?
Nope, she's dead.
We only saw the 2 of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Nope, because he killed her. She's dead. He
Danny
killed
and I
her.
looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne.
Oh my gosh, it calls him Danny. Are they a thing?
What about the Black
Anyway.
Robe Swordmaster?
I mean, she calls everybody something,
Of
but
course
you
it's
know.
him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Oryx's core fleet.
Clearly, he took it already.
Then Lady Trianne...
Is dead.
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
We gotta go fight him. We should just go fight him and take her. Yeah, we have to. We have to do
You're
it.
both safe is already a blessing.
We don't have a choice. We gotta go.
Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trianne's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed Swordmaster and recover the core flame.
Do you know where it's headed?
I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Ah, Lady Treby and Lady Treenan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Why don't we split up as previously discussed? Hyacinth and I will regroup with the reinforcements. You go back to the Holy City with everyone and tell Aglaya about your plan.
Renan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treby, let's go.
Dude, take the healer! We need a healer in this party! You're gonna leave the healer with the reinforcements?
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Oh, you know what? They left her. They left the healer in the temple with the... Okay. Opposite, also not a genius move, but okay.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Wakama is currently in grave danger.
That's smart. Leave the healer.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
And that makes sense because that means that the ones that we can't find that haven't been rekindled, like Thanatos, have probably already been taken by the Black Tide. Just like how Nikador went crazy, so I have a feeling that the ones that we're missing have already been taken.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Circe's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss. So he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think
Right?
this won't end with us losing another core flame?
I mean,
Because
Aglaya.
this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. He is the key.
Ah, I knew it. Of course it's gotta be me. I have a Stellaron. Can we pass it off as a core flame?
We need your other companion too.
Ma'am,
Oh.
do
You mean... me? Oh, full sentences!
Finan, that battlefield
I don't have to speak for you anymore, ma'am.
Is it Castrum Kremnos?
Yes, I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past
and leave it there.
lure our enemy inside. Then we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Okima. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape.
This is not going to turn out
It's very clever,
how they're
using
going to
the
think.
element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
I just have to throw back the black-coated guy in the past and lock them there, right? With the memory fragments? I can open a door, no problem. As for the rest, well, let's just say he and I can do anything as long as we're together. That's right, we can do anything. Can you feel their fervent gazes? This is a big deal. We can't let everyone down.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
Of course.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go, and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
How to make sure that the plan will work?
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the core flame, that will be up to Anaxa's capabilities.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it.
But how do we guarantee any safety?
I'll be honest, we can't. But the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body if they wish to do you harm.
Well, whatever Mim's plan is, I guess I'll follow. I'm always worried that you'd be mad at me.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt.
Mim better pull this
May
off.
happily sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
Feels like we're missing someone. Mighty, where's Mighty?
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Don't worry.
No.
That man would never miss out on this fight.
Good, because we are not strong enough on our own. Is he protecting? Oh no, he's with Kratos, right?
Farewell.
Oh!
My dear friend. You must.
Oh, he's gonna take the trial! He's gonna take the trial while we're away doing this, isn't he? So, does Finan give up his chance to become the Strife? I guess so, right? Wow. I did not expect that.
If you're truly capable of leading our people,
He'll live up to your
beyond this
expectations, Ziggurat.
blood-stained fate,
Ziggurat 8.
then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
You know, it's just the little oddities that this many years later I can still hear English members of Xenosaga in other games, and I know that's weird because they're all voice actors, right? But like, I always loved the quality of Richard's voice and his tone and stuff, even as Ziggy. There's just this like presence he demands whenever he does his lines, and I like, it's so crazy that he's Kratos, because as soon as I heard him speak, I was like, man, this is him, you know. And I had to look it up because like I said, I didn't want to be like, oh, like say somebody else is the voice actor when it wasn't them, but I was pretty sure, you know. Still happy about it.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is... turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that
irony.
why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
What? No.
Just the opposite. I'm here to tell you...
To take the trial.
You can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonis. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonis told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people, but
they wouldn't listen.
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
Yep.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dweller's store of gemstones, and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain.
Wow.
That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city.
Crazy.
Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune.
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker.
Because he
Why do you think that
broke the mountain, literally. No, because he went against what they said.
Because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
Of course. Of course, he's gonna take it.
I'll be leaving Akuma soon.
Yep.
To fight the great darkness of this world. To shoulder Nikador's destiny.
Man, this is how I knew this is how it's gonna go. Of course, Spinen didn't get to have Nikador's power.
If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot.
Wow.
And the only way to kill me.
Wow, he did not say that.
You have my word.
Wow. Well, Achilles' heel, as they say.
Go now. Battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. If you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. Loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead.
Well, this has been an insanely long patch. Normally they're like 6 hours, and we've been in almost 8 hours in now, and that's just like running through story. That's pretty wild, I think. This patch is pretty big.
No way. A Kremnoan? I didn't think she'd manage to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
Ben Ackerman, why are you here?
What? Didn't Aglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
Wait, no one said anything?
Aglaya, that
Oh, she didn't tell them.
on her name.
She set them up.
Our king will be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you.
Wow.
Black Road.
Did she not tell them?
The Kremnoans really are just like their king. Rest in peace. May your
Dude,
glory
no.
last
Fine
forever.
on. You just did not hear what he said.
Did they come to fight on their own accord?
No, of course not. That's what he just said. Literally just said that.
I can still fight. You must become king. Nigador is with us. You must become king. Nigador is with us.
Cut away the heart of strife.
Repay!
Countless threads, all within my grasp. Thus, your fate and mine become one.
In this mortal form, I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
A little honesty would do us both some good. All lies should be revealed.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Resonate all together.
Oh, so fragile, like a wisp of silk.
I'll see you all.
Serenity is before me.
Is that fear I sense? All lies should be revealed. The foretold triumph draws nearer.
Let's wait.
A day of peaceful repose.
Could the show begin?
We're almost there.
See. Once we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you
Oh,
must evacuate
boy.
immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mighty said before? Cast aside all distractions once you're on the battlefield.
Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us.
Will it though?
Finally.
memories of the dead! Executioner!
Woo!
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
Frail child of humanity, 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Tonight, souls shall embrace. Tonight, the stars echo because of me. Cries no more time.
Is that fair, I sense? Care to dance? A little honesty would do us both some good. Just the facade.
Pity, you chose the way.
Heard the call. Tournament out. Bid you farewell.
Is that fair, I sense? Your breathing is erratic.
Form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Countless threads, all within my grasp. Thus, your fate and mine become one. A little honesty would do us both some good.
Life, so fragile like a wisp of silk.
Serenity stands clear before me.
Receive divinity. Eternal sleep is not. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
All lies should be revealed with perfect clarity.
Nothing major. Abyss flower, bloom.
I got some bleed on us.
Pull together. Resonate once more.
Is that fair, I sense?
Life, so fragile like a wisp of silk.
Allow me to see you off.
Tournament out. I bid you farewell. This mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
Time for resolution.
Just a facade. Countless threads. Thus, your fate and mine become one.
All lies should be revealed with perfect clarity.
All will one day die. Return to the great dream.
I hope for an end to strife in the world. The harmony will soon play in unison.
Is that fair, I sense?
Life, so fragile like a wisp of silk.
Serenity stands clear before me.
All lies should be revealed with perfect clarity.
Get ready for... Can't hold out much longer. Quiet. I know what I'm doing.
The stars echo because of me. Cries no more time.
Life, so fragile like a wisp of silk.
At long last.
Of course.
Didn't come down from the sky. This city is mine anyway. So why shouldn't I go through the front door? Minion of the Black Tide. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion, be your opponent today.
Long time no see, Nikador.
Pull together. Resonate once more.
A little honesty would do us both some good. Care to dance? Is that fair, I sense?
Pity you chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
Thank you. My throat is feeling much better.
Torment me down. I bid you farewell. This mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Just a facade. Countless threads, all within my grasp. Thus, your fate and mine become one. All lies shall be revealed with perfect clarity.
The harmony will soon play in unison.
Life, so fragile like a wisp of silk.
Such petty tricks.
Allow me to see you off. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
Serenity stands clear before me.
Vanity leads to self-destruction. I am sending our dynasty to its end.
Whoa!
I underestimated you. Well fought. That was a good opener to the ceremony. We honor the fallen gods with this fight to the death.
Tonight, souls shall embrace. Tonight, the stars echo because of me. Rise no more time.
Rejoice, for I grant you the honor of sharing your final resting place with Kremnos' departed heroes.
Pity you chose the wrong enemy.
Torment me down. I bid you farewell.
A little honesty would do us both some good. The way is fraught with difficulties.
Mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Countless threads. Thus, your fate and mine become one.
This world is a fallen.
All lies shall be revealed with perfect clarity.
It's time to end this.
drop that sword on him.
Heroic souls of strife, heed my call. I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs. Witness this. The new god has come to Castrum Kronos.
Nice.
Look! The warriors have returned!
But are the rumors true? Has Oryx fallen?
Yep.
It's as the Council of Elders said. We face a dangerous threat. Yet the Chrysos heirs are only inciting more chaos. They don't care about the people's safety.
Dude, this is coming whether you want it or
Gave
not,
the core
right?
flame of strife to a Kremnoan at the end.
What a noisy crowd.
Oh gosh.
This, doesn't feel right.
It's probably because Oryx is gone.
Chaos.
Oryx was a
But isn't that the
titan
truth
in
though?
the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
Oh gosh.
What they don't know is that the Titan didn't do all of that of its own volition.
Of course they don't know. They're just gonna whine about everything.
Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Oryx's core flame.
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break.
Professor Anaxa, why don't you find someplace to rest first? Matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up. You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior, if you know what I mean.
It's very hard because I feel like there will be one eventually, but nobody's been I wouldn't say traitor. I would say they all have their own agendas, and I'd say that they just happen to align this time, but I don't know.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of having a Titan living in my head, I suppose.
We did have one traitor. It was Ziggy. Poor Ziggy. No, Kratos, who's voiced by Richard Epcar, who also voices Ziggy from Xenosaga, by the way, which I've been flailing about. He was the original traitor. At least here he was, and then he's sort of been put on like watch for now, and they're like, okay, we'll prove it to you by showing all the past. They're gonna reveal the truth of like the visions that they have of like the prophecy or whatever. They were supposed to reveal it to everybody, and they're gonna do that now. But old Ziggurat was like, no, we can't do that. I can't wait any longer. So we've got to put him. Be like, sit down, Dad. you gotta wait for a bit, sir.
Don't worry.
So
I don't want trouble.
He's in timeout right now. Me and Aglaya don't get along, huh?
They have differences in ideology. Alright, I suppose that's putting it lightly. Don't worry, you'll figure out the intricacies of these relationships sooner or later.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Oryx's core flame.
Why is he leaving?
I
he's gonna go talk to Kratos, right?
To attend to.
Or maybe his people? Or maybe he's gonna see his dead friends. I mean, there's a number of options for him.
Somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
He has to.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days. You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Treeby. Did Trinon bring news?
Yes. She has found Trian.
And Trian is passed, right?
She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple. But that's where the good news ends.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. they also found someone else besides Trian. He was no better than a corpse when Trinan and Hyacinth arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height, all to free Trian's body from the clutches of the black-robed swordmaster.
What a brave soul. Do we know who he is?
Oh no, is it?
It's Krateros.
Yep. Man, Ziggy, you're a good guy for life. Oh my gosh, the irony of this scene, right? Voyager. Like, I know it's not the same game, but literally the parallels just of him being the same voice actor facing a man in a black robe. How just, I can't, like, the irony of that is crazy. It is not wasted on me.
If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
While protecting a child. Exactly. Insane. Insane.
As it is, will not survive more than a single strike from me.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan, I know not the fear of death.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. But answer me this, child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her?
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've done this over and over, hundreds and thousands of times. A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears.
Did they think about this and they were like, we need, surely it's not, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, did somebody at Mihoyo be like, I love Xenosaga, let me make Krateros protect the child, give him Ziggurat's 8's voice, put him against a killer in a black outfit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who puts all these things? I don't know. Or it could just be all worldly and coincidental, and maybe I'm thinking into it too much. It's just a possibility. But, like, it just makes this that much cooler for me. I don't know. Wow.
And crumble like rusted iron.
Good. Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and incense offered by my descendants. Come, let us fight. For Kremnos, for my king, for Amphoreus!
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago. Today is but a reminder of that bitter taste.
But Lady Aglaya, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian lost. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll? I don't understand.
Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trian has used up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow.
If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
See, originally when I saw Hyacinth, I was like, man, Hyacinth's so beautiful, Moho Shoujo, all this stuff. But to be honest, she really looks, I didn't want to say it before, but her design and stuff is really Momo-ish, like with the little top cap. Anyway, anyway, not that they're exactly alike, but also pink hair. There's like some attributes that is just sort of like, there's a lot of things going on in this patch that my poor Xeno brain is connecting that is not necessarily true. But it's all there, you know, and checks those boxes. So, Hyacinth, you are now adopted Momo. Kratos is adopted
The prophecy that guides
Ziggy.
the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kefili before it fell silent. It loves all of its creations dearly, and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Crimnoan veteran? How is he doing?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last.
Wait, is he really alive?
I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from Akama for good... No. Let's hope that never happens.
This is already nothing short of miraculous. When we found Kratos, he was no better than a corpse. Oh, he survived! Put Hyacinth and Kratos together, please. As, like, adoptive daughter and protective guardian. That'll sign me up. And give Richard more lines.
The parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils.
Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare for what awaits us. You've returned unscathed and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
It's incredible to think that we returned Nikador's core flame not so long ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history.
This is what trailblazing is. We've melted a real glacier before.
You could say this is the true face of history. It slumbered for 1,000 years, only to awaken for this one moment. Alas, now is not the time for a study of history. I do not see a Naxa around. Was this under your instructions, Finan?
Yes, it just seems much more efficient than letting you two go at it endlessly.
A rash decision. After all, he still bears a core flame with him. I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the core flame of Orynyx. The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames. For titans like Orynyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity, our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the very end.
But it's halfway
But
through.
This unforeseen turn of events
Unfortunately.
has thrown everything into disarray.
If we don't return the core flames to the vortex of Genesis, and we leave the Titan's divine positions vacant, we can't even begin to imagine the disaster that would follow. But the most pressing issue at hand is that we haven't found the Chrysos heir capable
But we
of
have.
wearing Orynyx's divinity.
We have. He's right here. Finan.
Finan, Castrus, Mighty, and Hyacinth. Treepy and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few
Ooh, well, Mighty's already claimed, so
Only the
finding
chosen few
or
possess
Hyacinth.
the capacity to assume divinity. The elite among the Chrysos heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation without first verifying their potential to bear such power.
So it's either Hyacinth or Finan.
Yet
Finan
we
may be
cannot
last.
compel anyone into divinity.
Castrus is obviously going to
As it
take
would be
death,
no
you know?
different from sentencing them to the gallows.
Truly a dilemma.
Yeah.
Well, sign. Well,
How about letting
How about-
him give it a try?
what? No way! So you're okay with facing the gallows? The owner isn't liable for their pet's words. I'm serious. You're special to Amphoreus, and we all know that. Now, about Ornyx? Well, the one that projected me into this world and granted me his body. Isn't Ornyx just a little titan even more capricious than a child?
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
Wow, wow, wow.
It simply put my life in the hands of the Twilight Courtyard. That priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might be far from the ordinary girl we envisioned. But this isn't about me, Mighty Mos. I saw it. You finally decided to embrace your own fate.
Power of strife is stirring a tempest within me as we speak. My bones have turned into steel, and my blood is seething in a blaze. Past rulers of Kremnos could only aspire to this might, yet I have merged with it. I've made history, and henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Indeed. You've realized the aspirations of every former king of Kremnos.
Only he doesn't want to fight all the time, right?
You can at last bring
He's not gonna do it.
home.
He's not gonna do it.
Reforge the glory of Kremnos.
No, he's not gonna do it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I harbor no such desire.
What? What do you mean by that?
Over 2 millennia past, devotees of Nikador's might banded together beneath their feet and erected a city of their own. Ever since then, Kremnoans have served as the blades wielded by the god of war, following the Titan's path in its conquest. Yet, gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity, I now see it with unprecedented clarity. This history is sheer absurdity and inferiority. People surge onto the battlefield like ants, plundering and slaying for their own greed, only to be trampled upon.
Hello, you've got it all wrong.
The city and the beliefs that Kremnoans hold
As
so
Albedo would
dearly,
say,
alongside
with the
this
scaffolding,
supposed tradition,
but with meager knowledge.
mere
Anyway.
anthills that can be crushed with a single touch in the eyes of the Titan.
You! Are you trying to strip Kremnoans of the pride we've amassed over thousands of years with mere words?
That pride holds little significance, Krateros. Now that I've assumed the divinity of strife, my next step will be to renounce the title of king.
No! No!
Convey my message to every Kremnoan. This is an order.
Do not do this, Mighty Mos! I beg you!
Our history commenced in the year 2506 of the Light Calendar, concluded in the year 4931. I, Mighty Mos, last king of Castrum Kremnos, son of Gorgo, do hereby proclaim the Kremnoan dynasty comes to an official close today.
You have killed us. You have killed us all.
No. I am granting you a new beginning.
What is this?
My mother's signet ring. It served as a symbol of kingship, and I now imbue it with a fresh significance. Take it, and rally those who have lost their identities. Convey the words of Mighty Mos, now ascended to divinity. You no longer need to chase fleeting honors or face death on the battlefield as if it were your sole destination. However, you must adapt to fit into the city you once observed with indifferent eyes. A cruel fate awaits Amphoreus. No matter how illustrious a dynasty may seem, it crumbles to rubble and gravel before formidable foes. Yet, you shall tread the only path out, one that leads to a brand new world at its end.
Why task me with being your messenger? Why not explain all this to them yourself?
Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of gods and spiral into madness for it. But humans who stand ready to raise their shields high to protect the lives behind them.
I failed to save that child.
That is irrelevant. As demigods, they have long been prepared for it. What truly matters is that you showed up there and shielded her.
Man, what good
Persuaded
speech,
Aglaya to set
right?
me free that night. Was that you, Mighty Mos?
Yes.
She's not one to easily make a concession. What did you offer her?
I staked my mother's name to guarantee the integrity of your soul to her.
Whoa.
And I promised her that I would dedicate all I have to the flame chase journey.
Wow. That's a big...
And what is next, Mighty Mos?
That's a big...
Where will you
pledge.
be headed now?
To the place where I belong. To fulfill my promise. The madness that has plagued Nikador and the darkness that has consumed Amphoreus. It's now my turn to fight against it. There are some people to meet with before I leave. Let's go.
And what is next, Mighty Mos? Where will you be headed now?
Oh, how crazy. Absolutely wild.
And what is next, Mighty Mos? Where will you be headed now?
Submit or die.
Huh?
You're here, Mighty Mos. It seems that you are prepared.
Yes.
You aided Akuma through yet another trying ordeal, and my gratitude knows no bounds.
Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
Not everything unfolds according to my plan. In the current state of the world, I can only proceed one step at a time. Furthermore, you are ready to dedicate all that you have, regardless of the promise you made to me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Throughout my time in the Holy City, I've gleaned valuable lessons from you. Strategy, leadership, and adaptability to change. Yet, it's only recently that I've come to realize the truly remarkable quality you possess.
And what is it?
It's the magnetic allure in your presence.
Right?
It draws people to gather around you willingly, to seek your guidance. They strive not to disappoint you, not due to fear of repercussions, but out of sincere alignment with your ideals.
Yep.
That is precisely what every ruler of Castrum Kremnos has been missing.
Wow.
I am truly honored to hear that. And now, Idamos, you have risen as the most powerful demigod in the world. How do you intend to wield this newfound power?
I shall see Nikador's aborted mission through to completion, and become the strongest bulwark for Amphoreus to defend against the Black Tide. I will secure enough time for the Flame Chase journey, until you manage to lead everyone to reach the miracle of Genesis.
Idamos, a new chapter awaits Amphoreus. Yet, the one who guides the people to the destination need not be you and I.
Huh. What did you see after assuming Nestia's divinity?
Despite the passage of 1,000 years, every word of that prophecy remains as vivid as ever.
Great.
You shall have your final bath in warm and radiant gold.
Just as cryptic as all the other prophecies.
What's the reason for the laughter?
I was just thinking, if an ordinary person encountered these words, they would probably stay away from the baths for the rest of their life.
Nope, not her.
But I cannot forgo the delightful experience a bath offers. So, I assume you also glimpsed yours, Idamos?
One day, you shall die with a wound in your back.
Well, that is a rather straightforward scenario.
If I were to be terrified by drivel with no basis, I would not have attracted your gaze to join the Flame Chase journey in the first place.
This is scary that they hear about their end before, like, they just automatically get told, hey,
you speak the truth.
One day this happens.
May you be destined for a powerful fate, and may we reunite in the promised new world. Farewell, mighty.
Wow. What if I don't want to do that? Where's Tribby and all them?
Is Lady Trebios not here?
Lord Mighty!
Hyacinth. So you are the physician Krateros spoke of. It's no wonder then that he was pulled back from the brink of death. You have my gratitude.
I can take that as a compliment, right?
I've heard about what happened at the Grove. I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
I've heard far too much about death and grief recently. To quote Lady Treby, we should all focus on tomorrow, shouldn't we?
That's a valid point. You've always been the most optimistic one among us.
Well, I must say, it feels quite incredible to see a new demigod standing right before me.
You should prepare yourself as well. Humanity
Oh,
has
yeah,
already
that's
taken hold
right.
of strife. And one day, it will also reach the sky.
Is she gonna be the last? Probably, right? Because we have no way of flying up there.
Really believe
Oh, because we need the Astral
my
Express and
ancestor,
crew.
that hero of legends, couldn't conquer the core flame of Aquila.
Given your good rapport with the demigods, you should know that the path to assuming divinity is never limited to swords and spears.
You've always been so perceptive, Lord Mighty. Rest assured, if fate has truly selected me, I'll be ready. Right. You are here looking for Lady Treby and Lady Trina, no? They're not around at the moment. Is there a message you'd like me to pass on to them?
No need. I've already bid farewell to Aglaya. Meeting with the Oracle is simply a matter of courtesy.
You've bid farewell?
I'm heading back to Castrum Kremnos to fight against the Black Tide. In all likelihood, I will never again return to Akuma.
Oh.
On second thought, there is something that I'd like you to help me convey to them.
I'm all ears, Lord Mighty. I'll make sure to convey every single word.
Tell them that there is no longer a need to send scouts behind enemy lines. With a single message, the Lance of Fury will target anyone who dares oppose Akuma.
I'm all ears, Lord Mighty. I'll make sure to convey every single word. Lord Mighty.
I'll be embracing my destiny before you do, Casterus.
Can you feel Thanatos right now?
Oh no, he's gonna say no.
I don't feel them at all.
Yep.
Incredibly.
It's already been taken.
You've been painstakingly seeking that Titan for so long. But have you ever considered reaching out to me for help?
You mean...
Death refused to ferry me. If you were to send me to the Netherrealm, I may uncover clues along the way back.
I would never do that, Lord Mighty. Death is not a game.
You're right. That may very well be the reason why my people have struggled for millennia. They underestimated the significance of death.
So, are you returning home alone, Lord Mighty?
Returning home, you say? Maybe. At this moment, Castrum Kremnos is not just my birthplace, but also my fated destination. Work harder, Castorus. Go and do what you have to do, so that the trials we have endured may have meaning.
I will, Lord Mighty. May we reunite on the other side, where the warm west wind blows.
The King of Kremnos, without the signet ring, but looking more like a king now.
Funny.
I'm no longer the king, Grand Craftsman.
Matters not the title. Surpassed all former kings your achievements have.
I will honor your trust and liberate the world from the clutches of fear. Nevertheless, I must request that you continue to watch over Phainon, Cartonis. I have a feeling that his fate will weigh heavier than all of ours combined.
He'll be the last one, that's for
Keep
sure.
Phainon in mind, I will. Return to your home, brave king. Together with everyone, I shall remain here. That thunder from Castrum Kremnos, we wait to hear.
Mighty.
Outlanders? No. Trailblazers. I will soon make my way to Castrum Kremnos. If all goes according to plan, this may be our final meeting. I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything you have done for Amphoreus.
Reflecting on the past and moving forward to the future, a challenge I faced as well. Though we never had the chance for a deep conversation, after all we've experienced together, you are also an ally of the Trailblaze, Mighty.
That means a lot to me. May success accompany your trailblazing wherever it leads. How about you let me guess what's on your mind? Are you gonna say something insane again, Trailblazer?
Sob, what are we gonna do without you? Just smile if you don't know how to respond.
Now that I bear the divine within me, I can get the vague feeling that you have a great significance for the future of Amphoreus. With this departure, fear that I will never again return. Can I entrust you both to watch my back? And to continue supporting the Flame Chase journey in my absence?
Rest assured, we'll do everything we can.
You have my gratitude. Then, farewell.
Hold on.
Yes?
Let's at least snap a photo together to capture this moment, shall we?
Sure, let's do it.
Looks pretty good. What do you think, Mighty?
Well, feels peculiar, I suppose. I'm not talking about your photographic skills. It's just that I rarely take photos. But this one, it's pretty good.
I never fail to impress. I'm glad you like it. Make sure not to leave any regrets behind.
I wish the same for you during your time in Amphoreus.
The prince is here! Run! Hold on! Lord Mightimos isn't the prince anymore. He's now the guardian of Amphoreus!
What's going on?
We salute the guardian of Amphoreus.
May triumph always be yours.
Submit or die.
Farewell.
It's been a while, Guardian.
I should have known you were the mastermind behind this.
Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear I'm innocent this time. See those kids over there? They're the ones who brought everyone together.
I admit, that took me by surprise.
Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word with me?
Well, I was actually on my way to bid farewell to you, but ended up running into this.
Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose. We better not leave them waiting too long, don't you think?
The road to Castrum Kremnos from here is long. Perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a moment and etch their faces in my memory one last time. I think I see more than just the Kremnoans here.
You're now the guardian of Amphoreus, after all. I'm thinking maybe it's about time the god of strife gets a new name. How about the god of solidarity or preservation? Dong Han mentioned that one to me.
I recommend that you steer clear from any situation that calls for naming things.
All right. It's about time for us to part ways. Any final goodbyes you want to share? This might be your last chance. Why so quiet? I thought divinity would wash away some of your sentiments.
Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem? Or is this just a facade you wear?
You know what? You sound just like Aglaia at this moment. But you're not off the mark. I just thought that putting on a nonchalant front for this occasion might help us preserve some dignity.
I can see through your deception, even without the power of mind reading.
Am I really that terrible at controlling my facial expressions? Well, with that said, thank you for aiding me in defeating my archenemy, Mightimos.
No need to thank me. This triumph brings no delight, nor does it signify closure. You understand that more than me.
Indeed. In the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black-robed swordmaster. And I can't even ascertain their demise. Maybe I've never managed to cut off my destiny.
But that matters not. Pain may be cured, but scars remain. This should not be effaced. Even with the divine might of Ornyx, you cannot stop the past from leaving its marks in our blind spots. Can you genuinely let go of everything as soon as that Swordmaster is dead? That's impossible. Revenge is merely an obligation that must be carried out, and no one can find mental fulfillment through it.
You're right.
Look forward. Chew up and swallow your past. And make sure emptiness and bitterness are not the only flavors you know. Remember that there is a whole world behind you waiting to be saved.
I will keep that in mind.
I have a final favor to ask. Please look after the Kremnoan warriors in my absence. They will undoubtedly face challenges while assimilating into Akama. It is my sole regret that I cannot stand by them during this time.
Do not worry. Leave it to me. And, while I'm at it, I'm going to find out if the Kremnoan language is really missing that many words.
The Kremnoan philosophy can never be encapsulated in a mere dictionary. But if there's a chance in the next life, you should come visit my library. I'll be on my way, Deliverer. Remember to stay alive till the final act.
Yes. Same goes for you. Don't die too easily. May triumph always be yours, Mightimos.
Oh, right. One last question.
Go ahead. You better not leave any regrets behind.
Are you the one who told Cartonis about the signet ring?
Well... who knows?
Get up, my son. You showed great courage in today's training. Let's wrap it up for now.
Yes, Mother. Mother, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it, Mightimos?
Why must we learn to fight?
It is for glory and honor, my son. For Kremnoans, mastery of swords and spears is ingrained from birth. And the battlefield is our destined end.
Is that really
the way it is, Mother?
What makes you say so?
Because you don't sound entirely sure.
You're right, Mightimos. I once believed those words, without question. Until your father cast you into the Sea of Souls. It was at that moment I realized how everything I believed in was utterly hollow. Perhaps the spirit of Kremnos had once existed. But as greed bloomed in the hearts of humanity over the years, such spirit had long faded alongside our glory. I no longer put my faith in any oath or doctrine. Now I have just one role. That of your mother, Mightimos. Your guardian.
That dream always ends there. The journey back to Castrum Kremnos is proving to be longer than expected. Krateros said that shortly after my fall into the sea, my mother challenged my father to a duel. She died through father's treachery, and I never saw her face. Yet each night she would show up, waiting by the flickering firelight. I always anticipated the sequel to that dream, believing she had more words of wisdom or guidance to offer. But now, I think I finally come to understand. That is all she wished to tell me. And now, I too am left with but one role. It is time for this journey to reach its end.
Look! Mitamose is back!
Glory belongs to you! We've got fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some? We meet again, Your Highness.
How was your training?
Ooh, but say, come and check out what I just wrote.
Mighty-Mose! Did you just come back from training? May Nitador defend you!
It's
I'm gonna beat
been a
you at
while.
the festival.
Welcome home, Mitamose. Have you found something?
The son of Forgo will be drowned in blood! The son of Forgo will be drowned in blood!
Mother, I'm home.
Wow. And now he's stuck there holding back the black tide.